This episode of Industrial Talk is brought to you by the Propane Education and Research Council, committed to advancing safety, training, and innovative propane power technology across industries. Learn more at propane.com or reach out directly at 202-452-8975. The Propane Education Research Council, leading the way in cleaner, safer, and more efficient energy future.
Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, welcome to Industrial Talk. Thank you very much for joining the #1 industrial-related podcast in the universe that celebrates industry professionals all around the world. You are bold, you are brave, you dare greatly, you innovate, you collaborate, you are solving problems each and every day. That's why we celebrate you. You're making the world a better place. You are the heroes in this story. Now, we're broadcasting from POWERGEN. It is in San Antonio, Texas, and it is a collection of problem solvers. It's an amazing event, and you get to walk around and look at all the mad tech and all the solutions, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to meet with two incredible people. You're saying to yourself, who are they? Of course, I'm looking at my notes. Just FYI, I'm looking at the notes, and I butchered it all. And if they didn't have somebody to help me with that, but I'm just gonna fire it out. Robert and Meghan. Meghan with an H, by the way.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Stanford, right? Did I get it?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Let's get cracking. Yeah. We had a great conversation before this conversation that has started. I like it. You guys are going to be great.
Thanks for having us.
I have such high hopes for you guys. High. Don't let me down.
It's
important that you don't
just lower the bar just a little bit.
It's important that you don't stink. So there you go. All right. Yeah.
There's a reason we're spaced out.
Yeah. No, it's all good. All right. You guys having a good show?
We haven't.
Why?
Well, we're having.
See, right off the bat, I broke.
You did. You
the
broke
rule.
the #1 rule.
Right off the bat,
We handled it really well.
I just sort of, you did well, Robert. I just tossed it out there. Good luck. It's like a fighting session. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're having a great show here this year. It's a start for the 2026. So we get to see all of our customers, get to understand what they have to start the year with. We set up the meetings, and then we have our leadership here, and then we get to meet all the trendsetters, understanding how the market's going to go, and
You've been to this show before, right, Robert?
This is I wasn't here BC before COVID. But now, post-COVID, I've been here every year.
Okay, and you too, Meghan?
No, it's my first year.
Your first year. I was just going to say, Robert, do you think it has more people here? Do you think it's bigger? Yeah.
The show is probably bigger than last time, but I think it's still the same.
Really? Don't you think? I mean, come on. This is power generation. It's like the hot topic. It's just everybody's talking about it.
I say that the show is big from the point that people have big ideas. That's the biggest thing at the moment. The data center and demand generated by that one, people are coming up with different ideas, different things, and that's driving it.
Yeah, Meghan, it's way above my pay grade.
I think it's actually really interesting because there's so much conversation around the data center space, but we can't forget about the other markets that come into play with POWERGEN. Right?
Yes.
And that to me is the value of this show. Is there are other shows, if you want to go focus on strictly data center, you can.
Yeah.
But this show is about other applications as well and other solutions that we can bring to the market.
Yeah.
So
See.
Interesting.
Oh, we're gonna have a great conversation. Meghan, for the listeners out there, give us a little 411 on who you are.
Yeah, I'm Meghan Eyvindsson. I actually just came on board with Stanford AVK in July of last year as the general manager for the Americas region. So I've been in POWERGEN since 2012 in different aspects, parts, service, sales. But I'm new to this team, so I've actually really enjoyed seeing our customers here and getting to know people and building those relationships with the team as well. We're a global company, as you know, so I haven't been able to meet Robert.
I don't know if you're a global company.
We're a global company. Yeah, we're a big deal.
All right, all the way from Finland. Robert, background.
Yeah. No, hey, Robert Reinius. So I've been close to 2,000 days now with Stanford AVK, and before that one, more than 10 years in different POWERGEN businesses with ABB.
Everybody knows about ABB. Yeah. Are they roaming around?
So yeah, they are.
I haven't seen. I sent an email to one. I'm being ghosted.
Aww.
Yeah. That's my trouble. All right. I'm going to start with just a little background on Stamper. Meghan, explain it just in general what you guys do.
Yeah, so we're an alternator supplier, so we supply...
See, didn't know that, alternator, but everybody's talking generation, alternators. Good, go ahead.
Yeah, so we've been around for, more than 100 years, based in the UK, but we've got our own operation here in the Americas, like I mentioned, that me and my team run.
Yeah.
So that's why we're all we got 20 of us in our booth over there, I think, to support the market here and meet with our customers.
It's impressive.
And we really focus on that end-to-end support. So it's not only just selling you an alternator, but it's just helping you make sure you're bidding what you need, creating the solution with our engineering team. If you don't know what you need, we will help you figure it out.
Yeah.
We've got aftermarket support, dealer network. I mean, we're trying to make sure we're the whole package, right, for our customers and for their customers.
Robert, help us understand. Everybody's talking generator now. You pop in, Meghan says alternator. No, what's the application? What's that use case for that? I need help.
What's the use case? So you need power.
I do need power.
You need power. There's nothing about that one. We are the things that make the world go round. That's the silent thing in the background nobody knows about.
See, I'm not the only one. All I know is about generators. Now all of a sudden I have an alternator in my car.
You have an alternator in your car. You have an alternator in this building, several of them, making sure that we are safe, the operations keep on running, and then without that alternator, none of this would be possible.
I don't understand. Tell me what is it doing?
Can I do like the kindergarten?
I got the generator.
Version?
I know what the generator. I have a utility background. I get the generation part. I get all that. I get it. Where does that alternator? Where is
Well, the alternator is the unsung hero in this package. So that's the thing that... Singing it. Okay. No, not with my voice. Not with my voice.
Somebody.
Sing it, girl.
Singing it. So let's take it from the top.
Please.
The alternator is the one that actually converts that mechanical energy into electricity.
But how's that different than a generator?
That generator would be nothing without coupling and prime mover and an alternator. That makes a generator.
So there's a very interesting distinction to say. Like when you say generator, right?
Yes,
depending on the area you work in, you might be talking about the entire package. So the engine, the alternator in the enclosure with this transfer switch, right? Some people say that's the generator. If you're an alternator manufacturer, the alternator itself is the generator. What? So you've got some lingo there. Yeah.
I don't feel stupid. I feel like I just don't understand.
It's the same thing that you whether have a gas engine, whether they have a gas engine.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to pull on this and I'm going to get it. So I'm a generator, right? There's a generator out here. There's a bunch of generators.
Yes.
And on that generator I have an alternator.
Yes.
And what does that alternator do for me?
On that
generator package, right there.
Generator package.
Whatever that is, on that skid.
On that generator package, that alternator converts the mechanical engine, the reciprocating engines, upward movement through the crankshaft to rotational movement. That alternator is the one that converts it into electricity.
It's just an alternator and on an engine.
Yes, it's an alternator engine.
Couldn't we have just got there a little faster? No, I'm all in.
1,800 RPM.
Exactly. Now I got it because I was an idiot. Because there are engines out there. They're big engines, and on those engines, there's a massive alternator.
Yep.
And then that engine spins a generator. But if you don't have that alternator, you're in trouble. It's right there. Well, let's wrap it up. I'm exhausted. All right. With all that said, let's talk size. How do you measure, Meghan, the size of an alternator? I get the generator. That's a meg. That's kilowatts. That's all. How do you do that?
Output. I'll divert to Robert because he's more technically trained than I am. but you measure it in output.
No. I'm going to ruin your day, Scott. Now I'm going to ruin your day. I'm going to ruin it now.
Explode.
It's the torque.
It's the torque?
It's the torque.
Really?
That's what measures an alternator.
Give me a unit of measure on torque.
500,000 Newton meters.
Oh gosh.
You're going to be sorry you asked.
No. So alternator basically, the electricity is the same. Engine produces horsepower or kilowatts.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so alternator produces then electricity.
Yeah.
But unlike kilowatts, the alternator's energy comes with a voltage.
Okay.
So that's where you have to make it sure that how many kilowatts or kW you get electrical power, and then you have to also look at it whether that's 400 volt or whether that's 15,000 volt.
Yeah.
And that's basically when I said like the torque and others, they come to play along. So with electricity, the voltage is the key.
Let's talk about the market. I got it. I'm all in. I'm dialed in. I'm buckled in. I'm riding this roller coaster. I'm in. The market. Okay, you mentioned prior to this conversation, you got the data centers. I got it. Everybody's like, yeah, I got the data centers. It's a fact. It's a reality. It's going to continue to grow. But there's this whole other market that needs these solutions. They just do. And I think, I could be completely wrong, I think there's a renaissance. There's a desire to expand and scale and create greater demand for power. How's that impacting you? What are you doing as a company that manufactures alternators? How are you responding to that?
Yeah, so I mean, outside of the data center market, we're focused on oil and gas and marine markets as well, trying to come up with product solutions that are tailored for those spaces and making sure that things like reliability, don't falter. Quality is important to Stanford. We like our reputation where it's at, which is a good one, right? And I think as far as the things that we're creating, we want to make sure we keep lead times low. I mean, those are important for our customers as well. So it's not just cost, but it's reliability. To make sure that lead times are low. I think right now, you've got things in our market that are 30, 40, 50 weeks lead time, and that's just too long, right? We need the power and we need it today. So we're working on capacity, continuing our focus on quality.
See, but you're going to be expanding because you got this demand, this market demand for, hey, I need more. I just need more.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with supply chains, you're dealing with all of this, and the components. Robert, is your organization vertically integrated? You're manufacturing the solutions, and you also provide the solution, the services, and all of that stuff. It's just like I can come to you and say, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I have to say that our ability to being able to scale up the production to meet up whether it was the previous oil and gas boom in the 2000s or whether the data center boom has been incredible. So as you said, the vertical integration from the supply chains, how do we build up the products from the different components, it just allows us to expand and utilize the capabilities to meet the market demand. And then on top of that one, now if we think about the aftermarkets and the support, our, let's say, the digitalization and industrialization that we have had on that point has allowed us to expand our networks, whether it comes to support or capabilities of providing spare parts and everything to the level that it scales automatically, more or less. So
you're all in on the digitalization of these assets, these alternating assets, being able to pull that data off, make those tactical decisions or whatever it might be. How? I mean, an alternator's been around for a long time, right? I mean, it's a pretty proven technology. How do you improve upon that?
Well, the Alternator itself is like as a device, it's a mechanical simple thing, but whether it comes to the insulation, the amount of copper and electrical steel you need to get the same power, that has been increasing every year. They have been squeezing more power out of the same raw materials. And that's what we keep on doing.
Meghan, if I'm pulling data off this asset, right? I'm because that's I can plop a sensor, I can do whatever is necessary. Are you venturing into the world because it's going to be a tsunami of data, and all that data maybe it's okay, it's fine, but then there's always those other ones that are not fine. Are you dipping your toe into AI and being able to analyze this data and then be able to say, hey, company Acme, whatever, got this is what you need to do?
Yeah, I mean, AI is obviously an ever-evolving conversation, changes daily, I feel like, just as things develop. But yeah, AI can be a really great tool. And as we get into the pool of data, like you said, we've got to be really careful that we're intentional about the data we're looking at, because you can get overwhelmed with the amount of data that's accessible to you these days. So our intention would be, how do we make sure that the data we're collecting is valuable data for not only us but our customers? What does it mean? What are those trigger points that if you get a result, how do you interpret that data to make sure that it's usable? And you can't just leverage AI and depend on AI to do it for you. It takes critical thinking to make useful information out of it.
Robert, how are you guys being able to provide those parameters, the algorithm insights on that data, or do you working with a third party? How do you?
I think that the best part for us at the moment is that we actually provide the power so that the data can be analyzed by everybody else. Like our products, the Stanford AVK Alternators themselves. I think that every major AI data center builder relies on our alternators so that they can keep their data centers up and running. So that's the biggest contribution, so that everybody else can utilize it when our products actually keep those operations up and running, and then that artificial intelligence, so to say, available.
I hate to dive into it because it is the fact. I have a workforce, I have a contracting workforce, I can't find right people, whatever it might be, whatever the problems might be. That is always going to be getting down to, how do I leverage the tools that are available, and AI is always a part of that conversation. It just is. And who knows, are we still scratching the surface? Is it just sort of the tip of the iceberg? Whatever. But the reality is that as we continue to proceed forward and progress forward, I just think that's you guys are adding to the data centers. You guys are making sure, hey, you guys are a part of the problem. You guys are going to dumping the doggone data into these data centers, and then you're providing the solution.
It's just the worst.
Yes. Meghan, where do you see it going? What's sort of that future hat on? What are you guys chirping about out there?
I mean, I only see it going up from here. The demand is crazy. We're expanding capacity. All of our customers are expanding capacity. It's just kind of a crazy market right now. So I would say for us, right, the key focus is maintaining our quality and reliability standards as we try to increase capacity.
See, that's a tough one.
And make sure that we keep our footprint and hopefully expand where the need arises. And like I said, focusing in that oil and gas and marine markets, as well as obviously the data center space. But
I just see that there are challenges, Roberts. I think I always put my financial cap on. I'm thinking, well, that's a capital conversation. I need money, and you guys are falling into the category of I need to expand because the market's expanding. There's greater demand, and then I got to deal with the supply chain. See, it's way above my pay grade. That's why I'm on this side of the mic, and that's why you guys are there. Am I looking at the market, the challenges, properly, Robert?
And well, I think the big question there is that what is the win? Today, Satya Nadella was thinking about on the data centers that. Are they generating enough benefits? Are they generating enough revenue? Is that sustainable? And I think that's a question everybody's lips. It's difficult to determine, but every day is bringing something new.
You know what would concern me, Meghan, is that, all right, I'm scaling, I'm doing this, the demand is, everybody's just rabid out here, and everybody's just having a grand old time, and you do what you need to do in your business, and many of the other businesses around here, they're scaling and doing everything that they need to do to respond to the market. Then where's that top?
Where's the bubble?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's a better way. I was.
If I had the answer to that, I'd be making so much money.
I think it's from our side is that like we keep our head calm. We know where the situation is going on. There are carrying forces behind this one. It's the overall electrification, the sustainability of our overall energy networks and how they're being built. So that's the side which we are playing on at the moment and making sure that we are good with it.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad you guys are on that side. I mean, it's always a fascinating conversation and all the challenges that take place out there. It's happening whether you like it or not. It requires smart people like you. Meghan, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, we've got a LinkedIn site for Stanford AVK. I'm on LinkedIn. Robert, you're on LinkedIn. You can find us there.
They were coached.
Thanks for having us.
Just FYI, they were coached. You guys are
so
wonderful.
well.
Yeah,
coached so well.
You guys are wonderful, man. That was a great conversation.
Thank you.
Look at now I can appreciate an alternator. Now I know
now you know what a genset is. Yeah.
That's right. Now I see. Look at me. Look at me. I'm smarter because of you guys. That was great. All right.
Thank you.
We're going to have all the contact information for Meghan and Robert out on Industrial Talk, so fear not, reach out to them. They're going to be great contacts. You're going to be a better person because of them, because I'm a better person because of them. All right, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. We're broadcasting from POWERGEN here in San Antonio, Texas. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
Yeah, Meghan and Robert, right there. Stanford. They've got this whole connection with Cummings too. It's all in there. The bottom line is that you need to put them and you need to bring them in and have a conversation with them because they know they've got a lot going on, and it's POWERGEN, and that's a great event, and it is a topic for our time, as you can tell. Meghan and Robert just delivering on the insights that are impacting the power industry. It's amazing. Reach out, connect with them. All that information, contact information will be out on Industrial Talk. It's all there. Do it. You need a network of these Sherpas right there. Stanford, part of Cummings. It's all baked in. It's all good stuff. All right. You need to put that POWERGEN on your calendar. You need to go out to POWERGEN.com. I think it's POWERGEN.com. But anyway, you find it. You can find it easily and put it on there because we're talking a lot about the future, specifically around power generation and how it's impacting us. We need more power. We just do. All right, one last point. We want you to succeed. Industrial Talk wants you to succeed. We asked this question, why aren't you telling your story? You need to tell your story. To succeed, you need to tell your story. They need to put a face to your story, to your solution, and why you're cool. That's what Industrial Talk is all about. We want you to succeed. We market, we promote, we're PR, we're all around your success. You need to go out to Industrial Talk. You need to at least, at a minimum, tell your story on the Industrial Talk podcast. Just go out to Industrial Talk, click connect, talk to me, and we'll definitely amplify your message. We'll get it out there because you need it. All right. Be bold, be brave, dare greatly. Hang out with Meghan and Robert, and you will be changing the world. Put POWERGEN on your calendar for next year. You will not be disappointed. We're going to have another great conversation shortly. So, as always, stay tuned.